I'm going to share what I kind of drilled down into 5 tips. I think these are 5 tips for building a beat that any reporter can start using right now, whether you are covering hospitals like I am during the pandemic, or you are starting off and reporting in it for a new gig, or you're freelancing. I think these are 5 tips that will help you become a better reporter. At least I hope they will. 1 is that when you start off on building a new beat, you have to understand the framework. You need to understand who regulates this area, who funds it, and who tracks it. Who is gathering data on this? That's going to be a source of an infinite number of stories. So I will show you how I did a story by answering those questions. Number 2, you need to figure out who are the sources that you are going to need for your beat. For me, covering hospitals during the pandemic, obviously, doctors, nurses, frontline workers, but it extends far beyond that. Patients, family members, unions, associations, professors. You think of these different buckets of people that you could potentially need to speak to, and you start identifying how you're gonna get in touch with them. How are you gonna meet them? Number 3, how are you gonna get people to talk? And how are you going to have a good conversation with them and get them to be revealing to you? Different sources, different people you're speaking with, you need to remember why you're talking to them. The expert, you want to know, what is important about their area of research. But maybe for the doctor, maybe you would ordinarily be talking to them about their treatment of patients with COVID, but maybe for a different story, you're talking to them about mental health and how it's been for them in treating people on the front lines. So how to get people to talk to you in a way that's going to help your story, build your story, and make your viewers, your readers connect to them. Number 4, I think that was 3. Number 4, you need to stay organized and be resourceful. I call it for myself being scrappy. You're trying to get the most mileage out of the interviews that you're doing, so you're not constantly reinventing the wheel with every story. And I'm going to show you how a few interviews fed into a couple different stories. And then number 5 is that you got to look at your reporting and your beat building as something that you're doing for the long haul. And it's okay if you have sources that want to speak to you off the record, but can't go on the record right away. You still want to invest in those people and build relationships with them, because maybe their circumstances will change, or maybe they'll still be able to be an expert guide for you or help you figure out problems or refer you to other people that might be able to talk. So those are my 5 tips.
Make sure to check out the My Career tab on the BC Navigator app, where you can track your career progress based on the amount of credits you've earned, stay updated on upcoming events from the Magner Center, and watch our videos for insight and advice on your career field.